anniversary episode. I love my wife. I love my husband. T-shirts on.
Yep.
And I got a hat on.
That you can't see the words for.
That you can't see the words for. Welcome, everybody. It's your boy, T. Roy.
And I'm your girl, Chaka.
Chaka Ray. And this is Beauty and Beard. It has been a long time.
It has.
It has been a really long time. I'm glad we're back at it for this episode. This episode is a very special one. This is our anniversary episode.
Woo woo.
So Chaka and I just celebrated our anniversary August. No.
You better not cut that out either.
Oh, snap.
Leave that in there.
We just celebrated our anniversary on October the 10th.
Oh.
9th. Lord have mercy.
Do not cut any of that out.
We celebrated our anniversary on October the 9th. And we wanted to do this a while ago, but we just never got an opportunity to it. It's been a busy season for us. And so we're getting into it today. We're going to record our anniversary episode. And in doing our anniversary episode, we're going to actually watch our wedding video that we haven't watched in probably 10 years.
Yeah, it might have been that long.
It's been a while. And so we are going to be as shocked and surprised as a lot of you all are. Are you excited?
I am. A little bit.
Why just a little bit? Why are you not wholly excited?
I feel like I'm going to watch it and really see a lot of things that going into the day and being there for the day, maybe I didn't notice so much.
Yeah.
But watching it afterwards, especially as being able to see how weddings go, like moving forward, how people now, like for instance, we got married, Pinterest didn't exist.
True.
And so,
are you serious?
Yeah, I don't think it did.
That's crazy.
And so watching how some of these weddings have come up now, when you have shows like Say Yes to the Dress and something like a Pinterest, or just being at multiple weddings. Cause at the time too, remember our friends hadn't gotten married yet. Like we had one couple, I think, no, two couples before us that were married. In our current close friend circle, we had two couples that were married before us.
Right.
And then everyone else started doing it afterwards. So we didn't have a lot of weddings, like modern weddings that we could look at. Everyone we knew had been married for like 10 years or more at that point.
That's true. Nonetheless, without further ado, we bring to you the wedding of Chaka and Troy, October 10th, 9th. Oh, Lord. October 9th.
Please.
2010.
That was a nice location.
It
so
was.
Shout out to the Potter's house. They blessed us and allowed us to use their sanctuary. And you'll see the pastor and his wife a little bit later. Yeah. But it was a beautiful church, and they are definitely an amazing ministry.
Yeah. What you just saw was a lot of our friends from my ministry that were getting ready in the forum. These are the people who came early. Can't believe some people came early. Look at Corey. He ain't got no hair on his head. I go my aunts and my cousins and stuff like that. Now, I was not a big fan of decorating the church because Chaka stressed out the whole time of us trying to get the church decorated. And I was like, babe, it don't matter. But and this is our
altar,
our ceremonial portion that we did. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Our union part that we had.
There's your sister.
There's my sister. Look at my sister coming down. She's tall,
so statuesque.
And Amazon with Lamar, my boy Tej, right behind with my cousin Imani. Princess came. There's Jerome walking them down. Let's go. I see you, Lourdes. These a lot of us, Mom and Pop Johnson.
Oh, there's Tamika.
I go Tamika. Is she pregnant?
She is.
That's a lot of my. Where your family at?
Remember, mine had to travel from out of state. Yours had to travel from out of town.
Okay, but mine it's still the same time difference.
Yeah.
It's about 2 to 3 hours.
Mm-hmm.
And if you drive the way my grandma drive. No, your family stayed at Madison Etten.
Yeah. But not all of them came. No. Some of my family stayed in Massanutten, but not all of them. Remember Thomas Tabernacle came too. Shout out to Thomas Tabernacle.
They brought a daggone bus.
They brought a bus.
To the
I love them so much. So I have to tell you guys this, and I'm gonna say this because I'm probably gonna be doing a lot of critiquing while we're watching this. So I'm gonna give you a little.
Yeah, do you?
Okay. So you'll notice the ushers are wearing black, right?
Yes.
Okay. So our wedding colors, for those of you who may not have picked up on it yet, are purple and red. Don't ask me why. I actually wanted the dresses to be black, and they were going to be these black fitted dresses with black and white peep toe shoes. Mm-hmm. And then the accent was going to be like a baby pink. My husband did not want that color because he said it looked too much like a funeral.
It looked like a funeral. But here's the crazy thing. I've seen some other people who wear all black, and it's actually kind of
It actually looks really nice. So for the ushers, I had actually picked out all black. Black shirt, black shoes. But they're wearing Converse. You'll notice that. I'll let my husband talk about that one.
Yeah.
But black on black on black. And when my husband and his crew went to get fitted for their tuxes, what I remember my husband saying was, the ushers look better than the groomsmen.
The ushers look in the color scheme that Chaka had them in. They look way better than us, and they're my groomsmen. And I was like, I can't let that be. So what did I change?
So you changed the black shirts to white shirts.
I changed the black shirts to white shirts. So
when did I find out?
I don't know.
Mm-hmm. I found out after they had already ordered stuff.
Okay, but it wasn't like the day of.
No, it wasn't the day of.
You made it seem like it was. I go, my boy Trent. You made it seem like it was going to be like you found out the day of.
Because then it wasn't an opportunity for conversation.
'Tis true.
So, because at that point it was like the guys had already ordered their stuff.
Black on black on black. That joint would have been too fly.
It was fly.
So my groomsmen. Oh, go ahead.
But see, I had picked out everybody's outfit except for the groomsmen. I was like, Troy, I feel like that. Here comes my family.
Your uncle.
My family's walking in now.
You might not be able to see it initially on the video, but my groomsmen and my ushers all wore Converses. I did not want to wear regular dress shoes for the wedding. I wanted to wear Converses. And when I told my grandmother that we were going to be wearing Converses for the wedding, man, she flipped. And then I was like, yeah, I'm going to wear Converse. She's like, Troy, I don't know about that. And then I was like, Grandma, and we also going to be wearing fitted hats. She was like, oh no, Troy, we not going to do that. So we nixed the hats. We did wear the Converse shoes.
Wedding starting.
So now the wedding's starting. Now this is actually a portion that Chaka and I did not get a chance to watch.
Hey Sharika.
Yeah, shout out to Sharika. I think she in Arizona, right? She's running a dance company down in Arizona.
Such a beautiful dancer. Thank you so much. It turned out exactly like we had envisioned it.
How we envisioned it, even though we didn't get to see it the day of. The song that she's dancing to right now is I forgot the name of it. Here go the chorus. You are the source of my strength.
One of the things that we said about our wedding was that we wanted it to incorporate worship. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And so a lot of the elements of our wedding may seem extra, but we literally wanted that environment where our faith was heavily shown and reflective in our marriage.
Yeah.
In the start of our marriage, in our vows, maybe not. They're in the vows, but the ceremony itself, we really believe that God is the foundation of our marriage.
Most
and
definitely.
We wanted, this is a celebration, and this is an opportunity, like he brought us together. And so we wanted to show that.
So right here we have pastor, co-pastor Garber of Potter's House Worship Center.
This is their church.
This is their church.
Yeah.
They let us have this spot for free. Oh, we probably shouldn't be saying that because they might have charged. This was about 10 years ago, though, so things might have changed after us. But they welcomed us with open arms. they asked us a few questions. They wanted to make sure that our marriage was intact and stuff like that. One of the main things they wanted to check and see is make sure that we were going through counseling. And the counselors are actually going to come up in a little bit, which were the officiants of the wedding. But because they allowed us to use their location, so the lady that was walked down by my homeboy Jerome was my grandmother, Janet Burnett.
Looking beautiful, sitting in the front.
Now this gentleman is coming back down with Jerome. Well, Jerome is coming back down. That's my grandfather, Calbert, aka Piggy Burnett, aka Pigpen. He was smooth though. He got his brown tan suit with his purple.
I think that's the only time I have seen him without a hat.
Mom Duke's coming down right now with my man's
the TJ.
TJ. Man, my bad, TJ. I just totally blanked on your name just now. But yeah, this is before TJ got all ripped and shaved half of his head and half of his body got tattooed and stuff like that.
So pretty.
Who is this coming down?
It's your dad.
Oh, it's my That's a big old piece of man. I was like, who is Gilla Gorilla walking down the daggone?
He got Jerome beat. Like,
yeah, he
looks like he should be Jerome's bodyguard.
I know, right? So now we got this. Now let me tell you, as this lady is walking down this daggone.
Let Troy tell this one.
This is Chaka's aunt, one of my favorite aunts.
Who is also my godmother.
So she comes up. She's like, where do I stand? I am the godmother of the bride. And I'm thinking to myself, you ain't come to no rehearsal. I ain't even know you was coming, because I kind of sort of knew Chaka's family a little bit, but not really a lot.
This is my mommy.
And so this is Chaka's mom coming
mommy
down.
Looks beautiful too. My mom had actually picked out this cream dress and it had a train and she loved it. And I was like, Mom, I'm the only one that can have a train.
Exactly.
And we had this conversation back and forth. And it was not that I feel like, hey, if you want to have people have trains at your wedding, that's your wedding. But at my wedding, I wanted to be the only one.
My favorite, that was my boy Jamal, by the way. Look at your boy coming through on the side. Got my man Chris, AJ, Marcus, Pastor.
Look at the red chucks.
Lord have mercy, I'm blanking on these names. Bishop.
So I'm going to finish the story with my godmother while we're waiting. So another part of that was I had not planned for her to be escorted up.
Nobody did.
Nobody had planned. And so that kind of, look at Wanda, my bridesmaid. She's so beautiful.
Oh, go ahead.
And so that's another reason too why that part is funny, because when she walked up, I think it was a surprise to both of us, because
it was.
And there's my best friend,
Jamie. Shout out to them.
Jamie.
Hurry up and tell your story, because I gotta tell the story about Jamie.
Okay.
And
you want to tell the story about Jamie? Because
no,
mine
we're still talking about your aunt.
No, I'm done.
Okay. I didn't know Jamie before the wedding, but I knew they were tight. We came up short on something. And Jamie turned to her mom and was like, hey, go to Walmart and go buy this such and such. And I was like, yo, that's a true best friend right there. And Marie. From Danville. I think they're
I have some pretty bridesmaids. Some gorgeous bridesmaids.
So look, they're wearing red. Red is not a bad looking color. That is a great color.
No, I actually found a nice dress for them to wear. Again, it wasn't my first choice. My first choice dress was something that they could wear again that didn't look like a bridesmaid's dress.
Mm-hmm.
It was actually going to be a mid-length dress straight down that just stopped at their calves, and not formal like this. But I thank God for my beautiful bridesmaids who worked it out.
They worked it out. Look at Danae.
They did. So as you're watching this very long processional.
It's Nakia.
Nakia. Oh my gosh. So my best friend and Nakia came all the way from California for our wedding.
And Jamie.
And my best friend and
Nakia
okay.
Well, I just want to make sure Jamie's name was mentioned. Yeah.
And Sherelle. Oh, look at our little man.
This
He's
cat
about
is
to graduate.
not the same
No.
size at all.
He's about to graduate
He's
from high
taller
school.
than me.
Yeah. Yeah. Troy Troy originally had 12 groomsmen.
I did have 12.
And he was very adamant about wanting everybody that was in his wedding in the wedding.
You talking about it being, representation.
Yes.
I wanted to be a spiritual representation.
That's my
I wanted to be like the 12
sister.
disciples. You know what I'm saying?
That's my sister.
But I couldn't get it. I couldn't get it at all.
She's my maid of honor. Yeah. So 10 was a compromise, guys. I think I had originally said like 5.
Mm-hmm.
And
I made Chaka get
Troy didn't want to cut
5 more.
anybody. And so he was like, you have to add more.
Actually, I did cut somebody. Shout out to my homeboy Ed. This is
Anita.
Anita Glover coming down. But shout out to my homeboy Ed. He was in the audience a little bit earlier. He sacrificed his position in order to accommodate for me adding somebody into the party. And Anita's coming down. She's the matron of honor.
Yes.
And actually,
Gorgeous.
your sister is the maid of honor.
That's what I said.
Okay.
I was stressing hard leading up to this wedding and trying to do a lot. We did have it in the middle place, like my husband said, to accommodate everyone. We did a lot of things in our wedding for others, to be honest. A lot of the wedding stuff that we did for other people. And it wound up, truthfully, making it a bit more stressful for me because, when you want to be part of the wedding and you're the bride and you're planning and stuff like that, well, part of the planning, I mean, look at Anya.
Anya's about to graduate from college. That's crazy.
The my maid of honor or matron of honor.
That's her daughter.
That's her daughter, and the ring bearer was her son.
And one of the photographers that keeps bouncing around, and the light skinned dude, bald head with the glasses, that's her husband.
And the officiants are her parents.
Yeah.
So it's a family affair.
It was a family affair.
I love that family.
Oh, Chaka's now coming down
with my dad.
Now look at this.
Look at you.
I started crying. I had it was an eyelash got in my eye. I wasn't crying because of Chaka, but now when she turned that corner, your boy lost it. Your dad looks like you are dragging him down the aisle. I am.
So my dad was nervous. So you can tell probably, but I'm actually walking my father. Like he
was so nervous.
He was so nervous, and he didn't want to get it wrong. And he looks very good in that suit. I don't see my dad in a suit ever. Like the last time I saw him in a suit was for a graduation. And see, I dressed him.
Hey, can I say this real quick? Angel is singing. Demetrius is playing. Somebody else is playing too. But that beautiful melody that y'all hear is them.
Yeah.
Now look, that's the only time I cried during the wedding. After this point is straight comedy. I got jokes on jokes on jokes. Did you expect him to kiss you on the cheek?
No. I definitely was in a worship mode. And so
I felt like he was supposed to pass your arm on to me.
He was.
But we didn't practice that part.
Oh, what did you say?
You can't hear it.
I know. I was hoping you remember.
Now,
he was supposed to do that. Dad was supposed to take it off.
That because I didn't want Chaka's face to be covered the whole wedding.
Yeah.
So that's the reason why I was like, and this is
there's Pastor Hardy.
This is Pastor Hardy, Barbara Hardy.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't want Chaka's face to be covered.
Yeah, I didn't. So I actually didn't want to wear a veil. I did not want a veil at all.
But I wanted you to wear a veil.
But my husband wanted me to have a veil.
I wanted you to wear a veil because I wanted to be able to flip it over.
Exactly.
Yes, I do remember that.
And that is why I had a veil.
Now, the question is, why did Troy want his wife to have a veil? I wanted my wife to have a veil because I had saw it on TV, and I thought that's what you're supposed to do. I thought that's what you were supposed to do, but you didn't want to have a veil at all.
No. I didn't want a veil. I actually had this idea of having my hair up and just having a clip, like this really pretty clip that kind of like came down a little bit. But Troy had mentioned, like Troy was funny. Troy mentioned Troy didn't ask for a whole lot for the wedding, but he did have a couple of things he
I had a couple
absolutely
things
wanted, like
I
the
wanted to have.
Converse and
Wanted to have the Converse,
yes,
the veil.
the having 10, 12 people in the wedding party,
Yes.
the veil, dancing, like a bunch of stuff like that. And so the things that he wanted, especially, for me, I was thinking, usually you hear this is all about the bride and whatever the bride wants and the bride. And I didn't want to be that person. So, we actually both had stuff that was incorporated into the wedding. So I wore a veil for him. Oh, Troy wanted the arches.
Yes. I don't know why I wanted to.
I don't either. So we got the arch. Like, that is not a normal fixture, obviously, in the church. We rented that because Troy wanted it.
And it was dumb cheap. It was crazy cheap. And then on top of that, not only was it cheap, but
it looks so
after we used it, other people used the same thing. It looks sweet. So now look, we are doing our exchange of expressions of love or whatever the case may be, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna go back so we can go to the startup so we can be able to hear it.
Troy, you are my inspiration, my protector, my joy bringer, my teacher, my defender, my intercessor, a complete comforter, my lover, my romancer, and my friend. You are not God, and you never could be, but you are definitely my God-given blessing, and I praise him for you.
And I got jokes the whole time.
You are my one sure example of God's love and his care for us, the body of Christ. And I bless him for your example.
Yeah,
I know
And James written
and
it
loving
that
you
same day.
and just being in this relationship with you already, that I will have an incredible husband. And that one day you're going to be a remarkable father. I pray that in this lifetime that we have together, that I can do the same for you. I love you with all of my heart, and all of my soul, and all of my mind, and completely with everything that I have, and with everything that I am. And I look forward to loving you forever, and for the rest of our lives. I can't think of anyone in this lifetime that I would rather take this journey with, other than you, Joy, Vershawn, Burnett.
Dude, the diamonds is dripping. Great job.
Oh, thank you.
That was really
I
good.
didn't remember what I said, so it's really good. It's on video.
That was really good. And you're right. I don't remember you saying those things. Mm-hmm. And I don't remember what I said except for like a few parts.
Me too.
But I'll be honest with y'all, this is grade A material, okay?
Wow. And he just gave his little shout out to himself.
If you not gonna be your biggest cheerleader, who is? Like that. All right, but here we go.
In 2006, I had a little plan for us, but you played me. So from my plan, I had to divert, and I was upset, I was mad, and I was a little bit hurt. But now look at us, in front of all these people, a pastor, God, and his big old church. I guess you could say that my little plan worked. I told him that take these Chaka Gray to be my lawfully wedded wife. I promise not to argue, fight, even though I'm always right.
I'm always right.
Like those times when I know that you're wrong, I'll let you win just so we can get along.
Hey.
Look at you, still looking for the...
I had to let her know.
No, you're like, in clock, guys.
I promise to be faithful, never to be hateful. I want to be gentle, kind, loving, patient, and graceful. and I will never replace you. Never. No matter the weather, whether worse or better, we're better together. Now, I'm a Christian by faith. Jesus Christ is the way, truth, and the life. And if that is true, all other religions are absurd. So after reading the Bible about marriage, here's a few things that I learned. Husbands, love your wives. That's Colossians 3:18. Proverbs 18, he who finds a wife finds a good man.
Hey, bars.
In Genesis 2, God took you from my rib, but I'm not even faking. My favorite verse is 25 when he said, let them be naked.
Let them be butt naked. Pastor Hardy is laughing.
I'm pretty sure he's blushing.
But seriously, Chaka, you are simply the best. If I was with any other woman, I would be settling for less. I'm so lost without you. I couldn't find my way back with a GPS.
Bars.
So that being said, I want to work with you through issues that cause us beef. I want to be the strength for you in times when you're weak. I want to take apart the kitchen pipes when you drop your ring down the sink. I even want to kiss you in the morning before you brush your teeth. So what am I saying? I'm saying this. You're my girl. Actually, in a few minutes, you're about to be my wife. So let's go through this journey called life. You play me in the butter, I'll be jelly. We'll let God be the bread of life.
Bars. Bars.
That was good. The most impressive part was you said that all from memory.
We never got our wedding photos developed. They're all still on drives and CDs right now.
Because Phil kept asking us to pick out the pictures we wanted edited.
Right.
And we didn't do that. And then after a while, he started
now,
having...
I wasn't saying that because of them. I was saying it because of us.
No, I'm saying that's why they never got developed. They're unedited right now. And then I don't think I got much sleep the night before. I'm looking at my eyes. They look puffy.
I know for sure I did not get any sleep at all. I slept on the floor of a 2-bedroom apartment that had 10 dudes in it. So this is we're about to go into our union ceremony right here. And this is actually done by my former pastor, Reverend Troy Beasley. This is a very special because he has since passed away since the time of us being married.
Yeah.
But this was amazing. So we did not practice the union ceremony. I didn't know. I thought the way we did it was right. So what we were supposed to do is tell them what we were supposed to do.
So there are 3 colors of sand: white, purple, and red. And the white is supposed to represent all things spiritual, and the red is supposed to be, I think, the blood, and I can't remember. And I think purple is supposed to be royalty.
I think it's just supposed to represent us.
Yeah, but it's supposed to represent how our lives are so intertwined that it would take a miracle to break the pieces apart.
Them apart. Yeah.
I knew that because I ordered it and I'd seen a sand ceremony before, but, had not told them, I guess, and had not really shared that with them. So they didn't know that you're supposed to pour the white sand, a little bit of it, and then you pour the red and the purple, and then you start pouring the red and purple together, and then you seal it with the white.
Yeah.
So as you'll see, I think the pastor just starts pouring in the white.
Definitely. He just started pouring.
He had planned on emptying the whole thing.
Well, see, and I grabbed it.
Yes.
And I just told him to, and he poured it in.
And I think I tell him to stop. See, he's pouring. He poured all of it.
Chaka, the look on your face, you're actually handling it pretty well.
Yeah, he did pour all of it. So then I'm telling Troy, we pour together.
And it was supposed to be some of the white sand on top of it too. We still got it. It's sitting over there on the counter.
Yeah, and all the white sand's on the bottom.
It is. So then you did a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Then I did a little bit.
Like, I'm actually talking Troy through it, I think, because Troy was pouring.
We didn't practice it.
Troy was pouring really fast. And so white sand, like more of that's supposed to be on the bottom.
Yeah. We were supposed to do communion. That didn't happen. Nobody bought the communion juice or the bread. And then the pastor was like, well, we can go ask somebody to do it. I was like, man, come on, man.
Guys, this was 10 years ago. Everybody looks like kids.
Everybody looks like kids. So just want to let y'all know, we did premarital counseling before we got married. If anyone's getting married, I highly recommend you do premarital counseling with a pastor, so they can walk you through like what you need to be prepared for.
Mm-hmm.
What God has joined together. Let no man.
Troy is so ready. And I'm pretty sure he's like, I'm ready because after you say we're married, I can do whatever I want. Like,
yay!
surprise, surprise. See? Troy, I had something planned for that moment. Troy didn't have anything.
We improvising.
Planned, right?
We improvising. I was.
Yeah. That part was
Ayo. Hey, we kissing.
Oh.
We kissing. We kissing. We kissing. We kissing. We
We
kissing.
are.
We kissing. We kissing. Kissing. Kissing.
Troy didn't want to stop kissing.
I did not want to
at
stop
all.
kissing. You didn't look like you was trying to stop me either. Look at you, went for the little
Nuh-uh.
extra kiss.
You look at you with all sexy face. You were like, yes.
Because I was serious.
Troy.
I ain't
Troy
gonna lie
didn't-
to
Troy
you.
didn't
Your
wanna
boy
stop
was looking
kissing.
forward to the honeymoon consummation night. Ayo, we in there. We are in there.
We is.
This was so dope. This is so dope. So we're gonna watch this part. This was fun. Read to glory to God. Probably gotta cut this out.
Yeah.
Hey, this is my wedding. I feel like we should be able to do anything we want to do. And if I want to crip walk down, I wanted to do that. As my boy Spence.
Oh, he walked.
Oh, he walked both of them.
down.
So that means somebody walk down by themselves. Probably Nate.
Possibly. I guess we had him do it because they were both honors. They
Yeah,
were
that
all,
makes sense.
And he was a groomsman. And he was a man.
Oh, AJ
Aw.
walked Sherelle. I didn't know that. My man Marcus. Oh, we didn't announce none of mine. That's Danae. That's my boy Eric.
That's because you all walked in at the same time.
We did.
So we weren't able to, but now you
My
can.
boy John Michael Payette. Now, here's the crazy thing. I thought John Michael's name was John Michael. I thought his first name was John.
There's
last
his
name was
brother.
Michael.
That's
my brother
Troy's
Philip.
brother.
That's my boy Smacky, a.k.a. Two-Tone,
Ooh, look at
a.k.a.
his
Amir.
hair. So short.
My man Derek.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that was smart. Great
Oh,
job. Great job,
yes.
Nate and AJ, to walk down
Yes.
Wanda together.
Yes.
I'm so, man, you want to get married again?
Yes.
Just so we can have, this was great.
Yes. And so we can have a smaller, more intimate wedding.
All right, so let's fast forward a little bit. Let's get to I didn't even realize he included this part.
Everybody, wow. 10
You wanna-
years. Everybody looks so young.
Everybody looks crazy young. Your
man.
mama trying to dance.
She was. Did somebody walk?
I want to ask them if they coordinate.
dad.
Look at your dad. He's like, hey, man, when we getting up out of here?
My aunt.
Of course, your aunt, who nobody knew she was supposed to be there. I knew she was coming, but I didn't know she was going to be in the wedding party.
I love our guys, though. They were so accommodating, literally.
Everybody was great.
They were professionals. Like, they knew exactly what they were doing. We had a great wedding party. Great wedding party. Everyone who was involved literally just did an amazing job.
Amazing job.
And look, they're dancing.
So this is our photography. This is our photography shoot.
Oh, yeah, sorry, go ahead.
I didn't even know our videographer captured this. Chaka, you are gorgeous.
Aww.
Oh my gosh, woman. Look at that drip.
Man, I had an hourglass shape back then. I need to get that back. Like, my waist is snatched. I'm looking at it. I need to get that back.
Answers the question. We were trying to figure out the other day. I forgot who was I talking with. It was like, did I wear earrings at my wedding? Mm-hmm. And I did wear earrings at my wedding.
You did.
Yo. So real quick, while we're taking these family photos and stuff, that's my family. Mm-hmm. The place that you just saw me and Chaka take photos at, it was a house across the street that the day of, somebody went across the street and asked them, hey, can yeah.
You went before the day of. You actually did.
It might have been I don't know. Somebody went across the street and asked them, hey, can we take photos at your house? And they were like, sure. And thankfully there was a connection like with Bridgewater and stuff like that, and because that's a school I went to, and they donated to them and stuff like that. I don't know, but they were like, oh yeah, anything for a Bridgewater alum or something like that. It was something like that.
That's not what I remember. I remember we had mentioned the fact that we wanted to do wedding photos there, and the lady who owned the house at the time was 81.
We took photos with them too,
and we took photos with her, and she was honored. And she had told us a story about her marriage, like how long she had been married, which had been a really long time to her husband. He had since passed, so she was a widow, and she just was so happy to have the idea of wedding photos. And she just sat on the side and watched us take our pictures. Yeah. And then at the end, we asked her if she would take a picture with us, and I'm pretty sure she has since, but I don't know. Maybe.
We don't know.
We don't know. Yeah, it was 10 years ago, so she might not have.
That was cool.
Yeah.
That was really cool.
See, I gotta find
you're
that
artistic,
photo.
babe. You got a little artistic flair.
I gotta find that photo. Yo, and this is a song he picked.
Yeah. Of course, we're not playing it for y'all right now.
Yeah. But it's a CeCe Winans song.
So this is actually a big thing for me and my dad to be together. Especially not having a relationship leading up a good majority of my life, but for us to be there and to be dapping each other up, man, that was amazing.
There's our other photographer, Ann.
And shout out to Ann. We haven't mentioned Ann's name the whole time. Shout out to Ann Fisher.
Because Ann, we never saw Ann in any of those shots.
That is
like
true.
We did, Phil.
That is true.
To point her out probably wouldn't have made sense because you couldn't see her.
That's true.
Look at Anya. Anya was so done. She was so done.
She's just waving a basket.
Thank you, Anya.
Shout out to
thank you,
Anya.
Micah.
Yeah.
You guys blessed us.
I know that was a lot for two little kids at that time.
But you blessed us.
But y'all blessed us. Look at this. Look at that group. Look at John Michael playing the token. The token white guy.
I knew that's what you meant.
Yeah.
So you see this house? Look at these amazing columns. Like, this house was gorgeous.
It's gorgeous. Look at that set of bridesmaids. Look at Micah in the back.
Micah.
That would have been a dope photo.
Look at Micah.
Look at the boys.
Micah loved hanging with the big boys. They did a good job of like totally embracing him that day.
Every dude everybody in this group except for two people got married. Well, three, I guess you can include Micah. And I was in there every last one of their weddings too.
Oh, he ended with this one.
Look at them chucks. So here's a reception. We're gonna breeze through this
Oh,
because it is. I know we're not ready for it.
No, not. Okay.
Can we do it?
I didn't know you were going to play. I thought we were just going to do the wedding.
Let's do the reception. We'll do a couple parts. So this reception is done at the Boys and Girls Club. I'm be honest with you, at the time. Oh no, we decided to smash it.
Yes. So guys.
Oh.
People were upset. They were like, Troy, why did you do that?